A hat on today because it's a little cool out here today. Not a little, it's really cool out here. So, and had to do a little running around. So, didn't want to have my head uncovered, but because I know it's probably a weird look for some of you guys seeing me with my cap on like this. But when it gets cold, I don't, refrain from wearing proper head cover. But um, ADL, they went to the well one too many times. They went to the well one too many times. And no matter how we look at it, I want to say peace and blessings to my sisters, Sister E. No matter how we look at it, family, and we're going to have a discussion on uh, this weekend. And I encourage you to be part of it. Again, I encourage you to watch the video that I uploaded. It's going to premiere tonight, and it's going to address Zionism. It's going to address the ADL, because there's key pieces of history that many of you guys are missing when it comes to understanding the moving parts here, to understanding the true purpose of the ADL. Because when we start thinking about the ADL and we start thinking about uh, the Jewish community per se that they defend, since we hear the term Black Jews, right? How come we don't see anything about the ADL protecting Black Jews, right? How come? Have you guys ever heard of the ADL taking up for Black Jews? Especially when we start looking at how the Christian community, the Christian apologists, come at those that are Black per se and say that they are Israel. Do you hear anything about them saying anything about Black Jews? Have you seen any cases or arguments that they are bringing to the forefront about Black Jews? If you guys have heard of a case, heard of a situation, type it in the comment section so that way I can research it. But I haven't seen any cases of the Anti-Defamation League taken up for someone that looked like you and I. When you do see it, it's not us as being the people of the book, or it's that thing where as though it's attaching, right, their agenda to this situation, aka, or not aka, Allah, the situation in Buffalo. Family could go back and research it. The Buffalo situation, the Buffalo shooter, the victims there were our people. It was our people that was the victims. But I was watching a news article and how it got turned away from being, about our people who was the victims to, before you know it, we're dealing with anti-Semitism against the Jewish community and how anti-Semitism is on the rise. Every time there's a situation with us, why do we have to always associate it with the plight of the Jewish community per se? Why do we have to always connect it to that? When we talk about the civil rights, oh yeah, the Jews, we were there for the civil rights movement. No, there were a handful that was there. But it makes you or have you ask questions about the history and the motive of the ADL. Because if you understand the ADL, not just with the Frank Leo case, but if you look up the ADL, look up some of the questionable practices, right? When I did the live with Moxie Approved, he went to glass windows, a glass store, whatever, forgot the name of the site, where employees complain about the employers, right? And there's some comments, some comments that former employees or current employers or employees rather have posted about them. But think about the ADL. Think about it. Think about their plight. Think about their agenda, right? They say that they were, they want to point out the things that they've done, and far as in terms of what they've done for our community. but they don't tell you the things about what they have done to our community. Right? Look at this whole thing with Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving did not say a single thing. Did not say a single thing. He did not say nothing about the Jewish community. The commissioner is Jewish and said that Kyrie Irving has never said anything that's anti-Semitic, but yet he's suspended indefinitely because he has to go through a certain ritual, like Candace Owens also pointed out, a humiliation ritual where now he has to go through learning, hey, let me tell you how this is what you need to learn about what happened at the Holocaust. We want you to learn by going to the Jewish Holocaust Museum. I want you to learn, and I want you to not say, I apologize according to what you have said, but we have a standard. We want you to say, apologize based upon this criteria. We don't want you to just say, I apologize. We want you to say, you're sorry. Oh, come on, family. Saying I apologize versus saying I'm sorry is two different things. He apologized, but they want him to say I'm sorry. This free thinker that's equivalent to the uncivilized, or what they would refer to as the uncivilized Negro. See, going back to that Rolling Stones article, they made a title. In that title that they pulled from the Southern Poverty law firm about the Hebrew Israelites, right? They put in their article, Black Hebrew Israelites. Actually, if you go to go to the Southern Poverty for that same quote, you don't see Black Hebrew Israelites. You will see extreme Hebrew Israelites. See, the Southern Poverty began to change their verbiage to not say that, to make a distinction. Initially, they used to have identity extremists, Black identity extremists. Then they went to Black Hebrew Israelites. Then they changed how they identified it to to Hebrew Israelite extremists or extreme Hebrew Israelites, because they identify that there are per se Black Jews. So they took that label off Black Hebrew Israelites and called it extreme Hebrew Israelites. But what the ADL and what the this machine that's connected to all these different businesses, like the Rolling Stones and the Christian church, what they want to do is lump everyone under one umbrella and say Black Hebrew Israelites, right? And that's the attack. That's the straw man that they created from the very beginning when they began to come against this awakening. The phrase Black identity extremists. And what's interesting is all the talking points of the Christian community, if you get that source I told you about, the what's that book? The Jewish Almanac, 1980, you will see when they start dealing with the Hebrew Israelites, you'll see the origins of the talking points coming out of the Jewish Almanac. You'll see the source of the talking points against this awakening inside that Jewish Almanac, 1980, that I didn't write, that none of you guys have written, that some of you guys are now saying that it's hard to get now, because when I kept saying, get a copy of this book, get a copy of this book, get a copy of this book, I've been saying that for 10 years. And now that book is hard to get. And if you do get a copy of it, it's going to cost you a lot of money. So I believe the ADL overplayed their hand. They overplayed their hand. See, they thought that because, like the Stephen A. Hoppin' Bob Smiths, the things that Kindred Hoppin' Bob Perkins and some of the other Hoppin' Bobs, the things that they said about Kyrie Irving, they thought that, hey, all of our community is going to feel the same way. They thought that all of our community That's right, Sister E. You can borrow my book. They thought that all of our community would leave them hung out there to dry, right? Because the difference between Kyrie versus uh, Kanye West is Kanye West has said some things about our community that didn't rub us the right way, that rubbed us the wrong way when he went in about what's his name, George Floyd and Breonna Taylor, didn't really sit well when he started talking about slavery being a choice. Those things didn't sit well. He said some things that just didn't fall in alignment with our community. He was throwing our community up under the bus, right? But he changed his tune, right? He changed his tune. So they thought that we were going, many within our community was going to do the same thing to Kyrie Irving. So they come up with a 6-point a 6-point plan, 6 requirements, 6 things that Kyrie Irving have to meet in order to, and they said it doesn't guarantee that he'll be reinstated. Plus he had to give up $500,000, but it's still no guarantee that he will be reinstated. I'm telling you, family, y'all better grab hold of this. See, that number of man, that 666 that I've been talking about, that humiliation ritual, that 666, the mark of the beast. You guys keep talking about, hey, it's the jab, or it's the microchip. No, the 666 is the authentication. It is the system of man, the approval of man. So they want Kyrie to go through this mark. And who's pushing the mark? I taught about this because in Revelations, I believe 13 talks about the beast. It said there were 10 heads. 10 represents system. But when you understand the Jewish mystical system called the Kabbalah, you'll see the Ein Sof, the 10 Sephira, has what? I just gave you the answer. 10 points. That's supposed to represent 10 different deities. This diagram, the Ein Sof, this diagram that they came up with is supposed to be the body parts of their deity called the Ein Sof, which means the infinite one. So here it is. He has to go through a 6-step plan, a number of 6, right, to get validated. I believe, again, the ADL bit off more than what they can chew. I'm not going to give it away, but the leader of the ADL, right, the chairman, whatever, he literally, the video, I believe my cousin's going to drop the video, because I was going to drop it, but I think he's going to drop it, showing how the leader of the ADL bragging about how they, him along with 20,000 members of the ADL, forced Adidas to change and cancel Kanye West, and made it clear that they are evolving with their I would say their responses, right? So family, this is where we got to rally together like never before. We have to boycott them all. We have to not just be selective with our boycott. And when you boycott, guess what? It's going to make you uncomfortable. It's going to take you out of your comfort zone. When you say you boycott all of their brands. Boycott again Adidas. Boycott Nike. Boycott Puma. Boycott them all. Boycott every business that's associated with the ADL and the community that call themselves canceling our people. Boycott the NBA. If you have a YouTube account, guess what? Let's just say YouTube TV or one of those accounts, and you subscribe to the NBA package, cancel it. If if you subscribe to the NFL package, cancel it. If you subscribe to baseball Major League package, cancel it. Cancel them all. Take your children out of these different programs like sports programs. I forgot the name of what they call them now, where the football programs that they had the children in now. I can't remember the name of them, but pull them out of all of these things. Take money out of their pockets. Stop financing the delusion. Stop financing the deception. Stop financing those that want to attack our community. Howard Stern is a He's Jewish, and you see some of the things that he has done on his platform. And what happened? Here it is. He's literally bad mouthing Whoopi. Got Sherman Hensley playing Whoopi Goldberg, and how he called her black and ugly and all kinds of stuff. But what happened to Howard Stern? Nothing happened. He got renewed, got even more money. Family, hit them where it hurts. Some of you guys don't like to hear when we say boycott or hear the term boycott because it makes you think about Martin Luther King and those guys because of what the church has done to our community. But family, they had it right when it comes to stop giving them our money. We're not going to shop at your facilities and at the same time you follow us around your facilities. You treating us like we're second class. You treating us like we're the problem and we're the ones that's coming in to give our money. Hey, remember, the ADL made it clear, oh, we don't want his money unless he apologizes. Come on, family. Out of all the people, Candace Owens, she made it clear. She called them a hate group, extorting money. I know some of you guys may not rock with her when she talk about the Black Lives Matter, the BLM, and some of the things, but guess what? We got to be real about it. The BLM, look at some of the things that they did. Look at what they did with the money. You cannot deny that they did not mess up with that money. So family, this is where we have to, we got to come together and say enough is enough. They went to the well one too many times, and they did not anticipate the response. They did not anticipate that people were going to say enough is enough. They did not anticipate if they kept telling us, hey, don't go to the Hebrews and Negroes. We want to get it taken down. We want to do all these different things. Kyrie, you promoting the Hebrews to Negroes, and all he did was put a link up. So because they overplayed their hand, now it's forcing people to go watch it. Look, go to Amazon and look up Hebrews to Negroes and read the comments there. Most of the people that's there now is saying that the reason why that they are now, or they went to watch the movie, is because they heard and saw all the commotion that's developed off of it. So they're going to watch it because, hey, you know, we want to see what's the big deal about it, because now here it is, they putting Kyrie Irving through all of this. We want to see what's going on. And this is not just people from our community. Come on, I'm being real with you. There's white people, there's Chinese people, there's people from different ethnic groups. They are going to watch this movie because they're trying to figure out what was bad about it. But the Hoppin' Bobs and the Hoppin' Bobettes, like what's her name, Jamel Hill, Hoppin' Bobette, you know, who doing anything to get back in the good grace of ESPN. And what's her name? Carla Champion, whatever her name is, trying to get back in the grace to get her back on ESPN. See, those are Hoppin' Bobettes that's trying to do anything to get back in the good grace so that way they can get the bag again. So when you go in and you see, man, they didn't anticipate the responses. They did not anticipate people want to say, hey, you know what? Let's go see what this is all about. Because they went to the extremities to humiliate this man. They went to the extremities to humiliate this man. And guess what? Now the well has run dry. The well has run dry. Hashtag the well has run dry ADL. Somebody make a hashtag of that. Hashtag well ran dry. Dry well ADL. Right? Dry well ADL. Somebody put that as a hashtag and share it among our community. Dry well ADL. Right? And just hashtag it and put it everywhere. Let's put it all over the place. Put it on your social media channels. Make it clear. We gotta stand together, family. Dry well ADL. Let's let it be known that, guess what? They went to this well one too many times. And we're not going to sit back and watch them continuously lynch our brothers and sisters. Full of contradictions. So with that being said, family, look out for the link tonight. Look out for the live tonight. It goes live, I believe, at 9 o'clock. It is explosive. It is powerful. And family, don't get caught up in the presentation in terms of the appearance of the rabbi that's going to be in it. Right? Don't get caught up because, oh, hey, he's asking as you do. Oh, hey, I can't. Listen to what he says. Share the video. Share it on your YouTube channel. Share it on your Facebook accounts. Share it on your Instagram. Clip up, spice up the video. Put it on TikTok. Get the word out. Because believe it or not, contrary to what you guys think, not everyone in the Jewish community is rocking with the ADL. Not everyone in the Jewish community are rocking with the things that we see right now, the Zionism. Not everyone from the Hebrew community, the rabbis, not all of them are endorsing the behaviors. They're not rocking with what the ADL is doing to Kyrie. They're not rocking with some of the things that we see that are an issue with our community. So watch that interview. Share the interview. Be respectful. With that being said, family, I got to run. With that being said, I'll talk to you guys later. We'll be, like I said, we'll be doing a live this weekend. We'll be doing a playbook off of what you see tonight. With that being said, boycott them all. Hashtag drywell ADL. Shalom.